Let me see. Oh, okay. We are live right now. So good morning, YouTube
Okay.
again. My name is Camila. I'm gonna be the host from this conversation. I am here with Vanda and Media, and the topic from this conversation is why do you need stories? And just before we start, I'd like to explain a little bit what is Talk and Talk, what we are doing here. So, for those who don't know, Talk and Talk is a language conversation platform, and here you can find conversations in English, Spanish, French, Italian, and Mandarin also. And just to clarify, guys, I'm not a teacher. I'm not here to teach anything for you. This is not a normal class. We are not here to talk about grammar or everything. We are here just to have a real conversation in English. We are here to learn from the others, learn a new structure, learn a new vocabulary, and the most important, put in practice our English. So I think is the most important way to learn something is when you can have an opportunity to put in practice. So we are here for that. And guys, we are always starting with the self presentation. So I would like to ask you, Vanda, could you please introduce yourself for everyone?
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Wanda from Niterói, Rio de Janeiro, the other side of the bridge from Rio. Yes. I I have two sons, one grandson, one daughter-in-law. I'm a cat person. I have two cats, orange cat, introvert cat, and a black white cat, so exhibited cat. And what else? It's a beautiful thing for today. I knew for today. I building a horta. I don't know in English.
Oh,
Yeah, so beautiful. It's carrots, lettuce, many things. Oh, so beautiful.
oh,
Yeah,
nice.
really nice.
Oh, I was looking here. Horta, you can say a vegetable garden. So,
Oh, vegetable garden.
yeah,
Okay.
I never
Oh,
have to use it.
what garden is not a vegetable?
Yeah, you're right. Yes, you're right. Maybe so obviously, right? Like a.
Yeah. Okay, vegetable garden.
Thank you, Wanda. And how I think Midia is from Rio too. Could you please, Midia, introduce yourself?
Yes, I am from Rio also, and I have just one cat and one dog.
Oh,
I have a vegetable garden too, and it's big, very big, and I am trying to put someone more close to me, some plants, some. I have a lot of uh, how can I say this? Vegetables for put in a food, like
mm-hmm.
I don't know how to say alecrim,
Oh,
tomate, this type of plants, and I really like to stay close to the plants, and that's it.
oh, nice. I was searching here. Alecrim is like rosemary. I don't know if this makes
Yes,
sense. Yes.
yes, yes.
Oh, I never heard about it. Alecrim is rosemary. Okay. I was asking it up for you guys if you are having a vegetable garden to eat later, like tomatoes and everything.
Yes, it's for that. It's for
Yes.
that. Yeah,
Oh,
carrot
nice.
is so interesting. You put the plant and the carrot is there. Oh, so beautiful.
Yeah. Oh,
Eh,
this
eh,
is.
My heart get full of
Uh,
gratitude because it's so magical, so beautiful. Oh man, I loved it.
and is natural, right? If
Yeah,
you can have your food inside of your house. This is natural.
but I feel like a magician because I put the seed and the seed put a leaf. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful and magical.
No, I can imagine. I don't know if I have space. I live in an apartment
No
and I have
problem.
the,
I put
yes.
in apartment on time, on time, on back time,
Mm-hmm.
in a canteirinho. I don't know how
Oh,
to do in a place with sunny, a sunny place. I put the seeds and I eat lettuce, carrots, uh,
oh,
ginger too. Ginger is so easy to plant. Yeah,
nice. I don't
you
think I could be a good mom of vegetable garden, but I could try. I think it's better, right?
try. Is this?
Yes.
It's magical.
Yes. Is the if you see the value in life for the little things, I guess, right? It's a gratitude.
Yes, yes.
Nice to know this, girls. So I my name is Camila. I am 40 years old. I live in São Paulo, capital. Uh, I've been here in Talk and Talk since April as a speaker, and I decided to become a host in July. But I am still a speaker. I love to be here to practice language and to try to put my English in practice and improve, of course. I love when we can have a small group because I can know the others better and try to talk as a friends in a conversation, like they have a breakfast in a small conversation. I think it's the environment, a great environment to speak. And the topic from today is why do you need stories? And this, as I said before, could be different kind of stories. Could be your personal stories. Could be fair tale, I guess. I think is a fair tale. So I'd like to hear about you girls. Wanda, do you read the question? Could you read the question number 2 and answer, please?
Okay. In your opinion, what make a story truly captivating? I think is the instigating, the surprise. You get stuck in the story if I want to know, and then. For me, is that.
Yes, I think when you maybe when something change your mind, you are thinking, oh, for example, in a movie, oh, the bad guy is that one. In the middle of the story, everything changed, and you feel like, oh my gosh.
Oh, a surprise. I think, yeah, I love stories. All the
Yes.
stories, fairy
Oh, nice.
tales, Bible stories, every stories. I love it.
I'm not a religion person, but I heard that Bible stories are so deep. You can learn a lot of things from Bible stories, right? From the daily
Yeah,
routine, I guess.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, nice. Thank you very much, Vanda. And how about you, Media?
I
Do you
believe
like
that is,
this?
uh, I like what?
Stories in general, like a fairy tale or real
Yes,
stories?
our life is a history that we can write or not, depend what we are doing. And stories is part of life. When you are in a specific job you choose, or is a possibility for you, this is one part of your history. If you are with your family and have a special moment, you will have this history in
Mm,
your mind. And when you talk with someone about, oh, when I was a child, this is a history, and what make the history more captivating is the emotion. For me, it's the emotion. If you are sad, if you feel like a pain inside of you, you show. Our Brazilian, we are awesome to do this because we are very friendly, we are kind, we show our emotion very easy. Sometimes
mhm,
it's bad because we show like, oh, I don't like this, and we put this. Everyone know if we are sad or not because we show this very easy. But in other countries, this don't happen this way. They are more cold, but we are really friendly. We show our emotion. And about history, for me, the the specific point to make the history more captivating is the emotion. how you tell for someone this
Mhm.
history.
Nice. Yeah, maybe you are living a moment and you don't realize that the moment could be something in the future that make you feel like, oh, I was so happy in that time. And nowadays I lose it, and then you feel like nostalgic. I think this is, we are living a good moment, but we cannot see the value in this. Maybe in the future. So we need to be present, I guess. This is the most important for us when you are talking about stories. I remember when I was a kid or a teenager, I have a small sister. We have a 7 years of difference, and I get once a month to take my sister to McDonald's just because I would like to make my sister happy. And then she asked me why I was passing order to the McDonald's in credit or debit, and then every time I decide to put in credit, and she asked me, "But you are eating right now and pay later." I'm shame about it. Yes, and I say to her, one day you will understand that. And this is a small joke in my family.
Sorry, I need to open the door for my
Go
cat,
ahead.
orange
Go
cat.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Not worry. And this is a personal story that my family always remembered because my sister was shame about the situation to use to eat in that moment and to pay later. So was a, a genuine overwhelm situation, and nowadays we are laughing, and my sister always say to me, "Oh my gosh, now I know the importance of a credit card in life." And I say, "Oh yes." So this is the good way to remember, right? I was not think that she could learn something. I just did it. And nowadays, we always have a good stories to share in my family because of this, the importance of credit card in my sister's life. So it was a funny situation that I remember, and I decided to bring it because every time that we are together on Christmas, maybe we decided to talk about this. Oh, now can you live without credit card? To my sister, and she say, "Oh no, please don't joke." This is so nice. I love these memories. Let me see what else, girls. Um, Midian, your turn. Do you want to read the question number 3 and answer?
Okay, from your point of view, how do histories influence our emotion and behavior? Hmm, okay, I think the histories make us can make us sad or not, because sometimes we are. I don't will talk about the movies because sometimes movies don't make a lot of impact than when you are in a social media and then you see some history, someone tell you, oh, this passed with me, or this happened with me before. When you see someone tell you that the one specifically history sad or happy happened with this person, maybe is more impact than when you see a movie. Some movies have a more power to make us like scared, like the horror movie, then I think than happy or sad. For me, for this, I like a horror movie. I feel more emotional when I see a horror movie, but about like one comedy or one drama, I don't feel sad, happy. I just watch. I know that this is fake. I know horror movies fake too, but I try to watch the horror movie who is, oh my god, wait, baseado em fatos reais. I don't know if it's fact
Okay.
real, like something that. But it's really difficult because the majority of movie from horror movie no, there isn't monster, there isn't vampire. I don't like this
Yeah.
type of movie. I think it's very so silly for me. But about the history, I think when you see a social media, one person who want to have a baby, and this person share in a social media. Oh, like one person that I don't know her, but I just stop it because I saw the subtitles and I say, okay, interesting. I will pay attention. She tried 7 times to have a baby, and she didn't. But
Okay.
last last I think last year she get it, but she was afraid because twice she had a baby, she be pregnant, and when there was the month 4 she lost the baby
Oh,
twice. But in this time she had the baby and she was happy,
Oh,
very, yeah, and she was really happy. Share, oh, I am so happy because I tried 7 times and I didn't get the baby. And I said, oh, this is so nice, this is cool. I was happy for her. I didn't know her. I would say, oh, 7 times is a lot. And she
yeah.
have a baby and this made me happy. But I think if I see this on the movie, I will say, okay, it's fake
Hmm.
because 7 times. But she did like um, before she had a baby in the 9 months. She did one ceremony to say like a goodbye for the babies. Like
Oh, oh
um,
gosh.
she put one flag
Hmm.
for the babies, and she said, "Oh, I am happy to pass for this because now I have my baby, and I know that that moment happened because God permitted this, and I am happy because now I have my son." And she did this. And I say, "Well, this is really nice. This is very interesting, and make me feel happy for her."
Yes, maybe you can create a connection with unknown person.
Yes,
This is great, right? You feel happy from the others. This is genuine, I guess, sometimes. Thank you, Midian. And how about you, Wanda?
yeah, I totally agree with Midian. And then the connection of the life of the other person is the key for get us emotional
Hmm.
feelings with the history. My grandma used to talk stories from saints and Italy saints because she was Italian, and then we stay we had lunch. We as a cousin, all the cousins had lunch, and my grandma talked to us the story, and in the most emotional part she stopped, and now you go out to brush the teeth, and tomorrow I continue with this story. And we all, oh my gosh, a little bit more, a little bit more. And no, only tomorrow. And it's a kind of thing all the cousins eat a lot is out problem for her.
Oh gosh.
And listen the beautiful stories. Yeah.
Oh. She knew about storytelling years ago, right? She knew. She
Yeah,
knew how
yeah,
to do it. Oh gosh.
yeah. She's a smart woman.
Oh, I think this make us be creative. When I don't have kids, but if I had, I could tell stories from them, create an environment,
Yes.
like put
A
the
castle. I tell to
yeah,
my grandson a castle with a dragon, with a
yeah,
magician, with many things like that, fantasy. He stays stuck in my story. I
yes.
see that, and oh my gosh, so beautiful this time.
Even when we are, I think this is important when you are kid. you are inside of a situation and you go and please take care, we have a dragon, and we
Yeah,
need to fight, and you goes like, oh my gosh, and you go inside of this situation. I think
yes, totally. Yeah.
this is so beautiful, right? When you can uh, provide this for a kid, like
Yeah.
you are building our memory from then, I guess.
And today, I think when I get gathering with my friends and we talk the stories, remember reminiscences. Uh, we talk about many stories and laugh a lot. And it's so beautiful to take these memories from the past to talk in a restaurant, for example, in a party.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really good. The stories is all the best.
I love it. I love it, as Midian said, any special when I decide to watch a movie, and then this is a real fact. And I feel like, oh my gosh, this is real fact. And I feel like so excited because this could be true or a little bit true. And I feel like, oh, I pay attention 100% when it's based in real fact. And I am a good listener of podcasts. So every time I can, I listen a podcast without some specific stories, and I can spend hours listening the same podcast, totally inside of the situation. Like imagine a girl using a red dress, and I go putting this here was blonde. She live in a castle, and I go and I go and I go and I remember since I was a kid, I liked this kind of environment when you can go inside of the history, you know.
Imagination.
Yeah.
Imagination is so good to take us off of the news, the politicians,
Yeah.
etc., and put us in another environment. It's really good.
Yes, but in my case, for example, I don't like fantasy movies. I cannot follow like I don't know, Ring of someone. Can I don't say the
Cinderella,
name.
for
Yeah.
example.
No, no, this fairy tales I like it, but the series of
Harry Potter.
I watch it, but I don't like it too much. In fantasy, I'm not a big fan. I prefer the real stories. I think makes me like really connected with this. I don't.
For me, depends of the my
Yeah.
of my mood. Sometimes I love cartoons. Sometimes I love real stories. Sometimes I love drama and comedies. I love everything that is a good director, a good
Yeah.
actors, and a good story. It's
Hmm.
the most important.
I think maybe the way you can bring the story, this is most important than the story in general. So if you are going as your grandma said to you, did to you, like now we need to stop, and everyone, no, come on, please. I think this is the magic of the situation in my case. I think.
Yes, yes.
I think not everyone can take this magic touch when you tell a story, right? This
Yeah, many
this is big.
stories are so boring. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. They estica, I don't know in English.
Hmm.
They estica the story and it's get boring.
Yes, yes, I agree, Wanda. Wanda, your turn. Question number
Four,
4. Yes.
do you use any techniques to make your storytelling more engaging? If so, what are they? Hmm. When I talk stories, depends for
Hmm.
who. If I talk to my grandson, I talk like my grandma. I talk with emotion and dragons and many things like that. When I talk stories from my trips, for example, my diving, I talk with a feeling that I stay in that moment and
Mm-hmm.
I feel I can captivate the attention of my friends. I feel they don't stay dispersed, and
Mm.
they like and they laugh a lot. And if I feel they stay boring, I stop it. I change the subject. The wine is good, and etc.
We need to change the feeling of the audience, right? If they are
Yes.
engaging. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
this is a
If
good
they
thing.
take the mobile phone,
Oh,
stop it.
I hate this. I hate this when I start to say something and then someone said, "Oh, go ahead," and look at the phone. I feel
Oh
so
my gosh,
embarrassed.
it's
And
so rude, this kind of situation. So rude.
this happen a lot nowadays. I
A
think it's
lot.
normal. Yeah.
A lot.
I think it's normal, but I am always the same as you. If the subject is not so good, we can go and try to put attention in other things just to change the subject, right? Thank you, Wanda. And how about you, Midia? Do you have this kind of techniques or not? Okay.
There is a lot of motorcycle
Oh
here.
God.
Okay, now it's okay. Um, about the number four. Mm, no, I haven't. About to tell histories. Maybe I am a good copywriter because I am.
Mm-hmm.
My degree was in marketing. So,
Okay.
but I know that is about to tell histories, but I am think more to tell for person to person. And and this time I say that I am not so good
Mm-hmm.
because I like to make one thing more bigger and I going maybe random in other type
Ah,
of situations and I don't focus in the end of the histories and I go around and a lot of people told me that when I write I am okay because I focus and I see the extratory and I know what will be the end. Yes.
mm-hmm.
But when I am talking, I am free. I can do everything that I want. So I put a lot of information. Or when this is a good point that all my family make a joke with me. When someone asks me one direction, this is so bad. This is so bad because I remember when I was on my degree, the one guy was coming and talked to me. Where is the hospital? The hospital was in front of us, but not in front like here is like you if you go
Mm-hmm.
on the street you will see the finish of the street the hospital. And I told him you have to turn the left. I make like a square. He walk in a square to stay here, but we was here. He just had to stay ahead, go ahead,
Head,
like
yeah.
go ahead, go ahead to go to the hospital. And I make him do like this one square to stay in the hospital. And all my family make a joke with me because I am terrible to give information about the direction of someone. If someone asks me, I will make him most difficult way to stay
Uh-huh.
in this because I I don't know why this happened with me. I am will be very bad in GPS. I can't work in this position because I my direction the people will be lost with me because I don't put the person in an easy way. I put I don't know why. I don't know why. It was in front of me. Just say go ahead, but I oh my god. I am terrible in this.
This is normal, I guess. Maybe for you, it's clear to see the path. But from the other, you try to make easy, but sometimes you're confused. Maybe I get it when I need to ask for information for people and then say, "Oh, you need to cross the street, go to the left, go to the right," and say it 10 10 steps. And then in the end say to me, did you get it? And I was like, oh yes, I get it.
Yeah, me too. I get it.
I get
Okay.
it. And I go to the wrong side. Like this happened to me a lot. Because of that, I decided I don't need to ask for the others. I just go or look at my cell phone. But I think
Yeah, Waze is there for that.
yes, or when you are traveling to a different country, maybe you need to find a place, and then I decide to go by myself. It's like my responsibility. I don't need to blame someone.
Yeah, I check the Google Maps in other
Mhm.
country, and I go. It's not a big problem for me.
Yes, maybe sometimes here in São Paulo, old people ask me some help using the cell phone. Oh, I cannot find the hospital, as Midian said, for example. And I was like, the cell phone was without connection. They are putting a
Okay,
different name of hospital, and
okay.
then this is hard when you need to explain to them. And maybe they listen to you. They don't say thank you. They those just going walking without pay attention what you say because they were worried, for example.
Yeah,
And
here is a big problem because two streets with the same name. One
really?
street is here in front of the beach in
Mm.
my neighbor. Another one is inside a favela, a
Oh.
narco traffic favela. And then many cases of they put in Waze the name to the restaurant and they stay in favela. And then they shut the car, they shut the person. It's
Mm,
terrible. I don't know why they don't change the name of the
mhm.
this street. Change one or another one. It's a terrible situation.
But is the same? Or, for example, one is a street and the other is a road, for example, or no, it's the
No,
same.
no, the street and the street.
Oh my
Quintino
gosh.
Bocaiúva Street.
Oh my
From here
gosh.
in the beach with many restaurants or in the favela. I don't know, Islam favela.
I don't know. But it's so dangerous, this situation, right?
Dangerous, really, really dangerous because they shut the person and the person get died.
Oh my gosh, this is terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Here in São Paulo, we have some problems, but sometimes if you put avenue instead of street in the GPS, you can go to a different place. For example, in my neighborhood, the name is Maranhão, but it's only the neighbor. And there is a state from Maranhão, a state of a city, I don't know, for Maranhão. And then this is an internal joke in my family that I need to go to Maranhão where Camila lives, but I live in São Paulo. So they are confused sometimes about it. But I think even when you have internet, or even if you are a young person, sometimes you feel lost.
Yeah,
Eh,
I agree.
yes, we have a name today here. I don't know if every place, but I have. I think it's general. I guess
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a
Enem.
national. It's national.
Yes, yes, national. And I remember the last year I was going to buy something to lunch, and a boy called me, a young boy called me and said, "Oh, I need to go to his university, X university," but he was lost here because we have two really close. And instead of help the guy, I decided to take his hand and run from the other
Oh, good,
because
good thing. Yeah, good
yes, we
thing you
have.
do.
Yes, we
The
have 10
better.
minutes. Yes, we have 10
Oh,
minutes. Was raining, and I said to him, "Do you believe me? I'm gonna take you there." And he goes, run to the other university.
oh, beautiful.
Was
And
crazy.
and he arrived.
Yes, yes, we have
Oh,
time
in
to arrive.
time.
And he said
Oh.
to me, "Oh, you are an angel. I don't know what to say." And I go to do your test. Go, go. And I never saw this person before, but I take his hand. We run on the street together. Could you imagine? This is so crazy. I never see
Oh,
this.
A beautiful story, real story,
Yes,
Oh,
you
my
have a
gosh.
beautiful
emotional,
story.
Yeah, I have a
Yes.
lot.
emotional story, and
And until,
forever,
yeah,
forever in
until,
your mind, in the
yeah.
mind of the guy.
And
Yes.
until today, I can remember this situation. Like, oh, I remember last year I was with the guy. He was lost and he was shaking because he was afraid to
Oh
lose.
my gosh.
Can you imagine? This is crazy, right?
Oh my gosh.
But I am proud of this. I'm proud.
Yeah, yeah, beautiful story.
Thank you,
And
Wanda.
this kind of stories get inside of our mind forever.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know.
And
Maybe I,
every time that uh, we tell about, you remember, you
yeah.
feel like you stay in the same situation again.
Hmm.
It's so beautiful.
I think I did the right thing in that moment,
Yeah,
right? I
of
think I
course,
did.
you did.
So, girls, let's move on. How do you think stories can be used to foster empathy and understand among people? What do you think?
What is foster? I don't know.
Let me choose a way to say that. To foster, we can fomentar, nutrir, criar, create. Could be
Okay,
create. Okay.
okay.
Um, how do you think, Wanda? How do you think stories can be useful to create empathy? Maybe.
I think like your story now.
Mm-hmm.
Pay attention, me and Midian pay attention in your stories and feel like you. We put ourselves in your place and think about it, taking the hand of the guy and stay there. We vivencia, I don't know in English,
Mm-hmm.
all the stories when is a good story and a real story and emotional story, we put ourselves there, and that teaches us empathy, because empathy is that I put
Mm-hmm.
myself in your place and
Mm-hmm.
I feel like your heart feel is that.
Yes, I agree. Maybe you feel like I could do the same in this situation, right?
Yes, yes.
I agree. I agree. And I love happy endings, so this was a happy ending.
Yes, the end needs to be happy. I hate bad end. I don't like.
I don't know about his test, but he arrived in the place at time, so I did my job.
Yes,
Thank you,
yes.
Wanda. Now, how about you, Michelle?
Yes, I agree with Banda. We were pay attention in your history and was so emotional, was so interesting when you were told about the name. I think about when I did the test, and it's
Okay.
oh my god, was interesting. I was so afraid to be later, like to lost the
Mm-hmm.
hour, the time. So I always, when I go, I will 1 hour to end to close the doors, and I was there. But I think if I have this the situation, I'd be so happy to have someone like you, Camille. This is so cool, because the majority of, unfortunately, the majority of space they don't put close to the door.
Mm-hmm.
The door no, close to the house of the student, they put far away. Like me, I did my test on Recreio, and this is so far from me,
Oh.
and I didn't know nothing about. And I asked for someone, and someone say, "Oh, it's there, it's like there." But was many students when I was, so we just follow a line and arrive
Yeah.
at the place. Yeah, and arrive at the place was interesting. And what the question is, yeah, I think is that you have to put your heart in a history. If it's a history is part of your life, you put your emotion, your actions, what your history was like an action movie for me. It was really interesting. I was thinking like Camila run with a guy.
Yes.
I was thinking about,
Exactly. It's
yeah,
a
yes, it's so
visual story.
visual, yes.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
I was thinking about the traffic jam or the cars. I was thinking, oh my God, the cars, traffic jam. How
Yeah.
this can happen?
Can you
And
imagine the guy need to believe in me to go? And he
It's
said,
one
okay.
chance. If
Yes,
he don't believe in you, he don't believe in nothing and lost the name.
yeah,
yeah,
He needs to.
yes. So he had a only shot, I guess we can say in
yes,
English.
Yeah, yeah.
And we are arriving to the university, and he say, "Oh, I don't know what to say for you," and I decided go run to the to the university. And I think nowadays the kids don't know how to walking alone on the street without Uber, without using a car. He was using a bus, and he was totally lost. He was afraid. He was shaking, as I said to you girls. But he was like, I think was a different university, and he goes to like I think was the blue university, but was the red one. It's close to here. But can you imagine if he was in the other side of the country, the country not from the place, and we need to go together? So I was like, oh my gosh, this generation are so lost sometimes.
Yeah, this generation, I read about shopping in a physical store.
Mm-hmm.
They shake hands, they sweat because they get they get fear in a place they use to shopping in a computer, but they don't have courage to enter in a real story and take the clothes, for example. They buy many things because they don't want to say no for the seller man or seller woman, person. Is crazy. I read that and oh my gosh, is really. I read another article and say the same thing. The Z generation is get lost. Yes, they
Yes.
get lost.
We had this problem when you need to call to the pizza store. Remember when your mom said to you, call there and order a pizza? And I feel like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to ask a pizza. And nowadays, I think the kids are struggling with the small situation. If you need to ask some information, they can't do it.
They can contact with another human being.
Yes, they don't know how to talk with the human being, right?
Yeah, it's
This
a
is so.
lack for stories. It's a lack for mom stories, grandma stories.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, totally agree. Totally agree with you. I remember when my sister, as I said, she was. We have seven year of different, and when we have to go to a place, I said to her, "You go to call the bus. Put your hand to call the bus. You are going to say that, and you go to ask your information." And she was, "Oh my! But if you are lost," and I said, "That's okay. We are going to come back." My sister suffered a lot with me.
but you encourage her
A
to
lot.
live her life without
Yes.
shame, without problems to contact with another
Yes.
person.
And I am afraid nowadays, of course, it's dangerous if you go alone, go
Yeah.
walk on the street. But I think we need to put the kids in this situation. It's normal.
Yes.
It's normal.
Yes.
If you
Yes.
need to ask a bread in the bakery store, you can go there and ask it. You don't need your
Yes.
parents to do it for you. And I think the parents are so overprotecting them. This can be
Yes, I
dangerous.
totally agree. It's not good because how can I live this generation, this new
Mhm.
generation, like my grandson? They have fear of other human being.
Oh my gosh, Wanda.
Yeah, because they stay so protective in the house with the parents. Yeah,
Or
it's,
they don't need to speak so too much with the others. They are typing all the time. And
yeah,
then when you
true.
need to talk with the other and look into the eyes, they feel like, I don't know how to do it. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
They are stuck like in this
yeah.
situation.
And the teenager don't talk with each other with a call. They
Mm-hmm.
talk with each other with a voicemail, voicemail.
Yeah.
It's crazy. If they voicemailing, they need to call each other, but they have afraid. I don't
Yes.
know why. It's different.
Another thing that makes me worry, it's when you are not able to watch a video more than 1 minute, for example. You're losing your patience in the middle of it. Have you passed through
Yes.
something, Midja?
Um, maybe I feel angry with Instagram because Instagram
Mm,
you can
jump? Oh,
speed
yeah,
you
yeah.
can change the speed of the video, and I be so angry and I press like in the line I will press because sometimes the people are make like me round and round and round and round. It's making me so nervous. And I'd be like, say what I want to know, not going and walk in a circle. And I do that. I just watching videos on YouTube and to speed.
Okay.
And I
Two
be
speeds really good too.
yes, and I think like, oh, sometimes maybe need to four. I was watching one material, one course, and I can change for four speeds. I
Oh my
say,
gosh.
oh,
Oh,
this is so interesting. Like one
you
hour
could
you will watch.
understand that? Four
Depends.
speeds?
If the person speak very slowly, that was one person speak very slowly, I put it in three. But like four, I think is a lot. I think is a lot. Like 1 hour you will just watching 25 minutes. This is so crazy. But I like stay speed too on YouTube and
Yeah.
on TikTok too. Unfortunately, I don't know why Instagram don't have this. I really want this type of future in Instagram because it's so useful. It's so good. I really want to have this time. I know that all platform, if you stay more time in a platform,
Mhm.
they have more money, blah blah blah. But TikTok have the same and don't lost money, and
Yes.
YouTube also.
It's a different strategy, maybe,
Yeah,
to get
maybe.
the people. Yeah. I am sometimes when I see a video from, for example, the 10 best books from 2024, and then I go to the comments to find the name instead of watch all the video. Oh my gosh, I don't know. And, without any patience, I go to the comments and someone put the name of the books, and I say,
Yes.
okay, now I know the the name.
I think about this isn't about generation. Maybe the news generation have this more, but I think this is about the time.
Yeah.
2025, 20 okay, 25 will be the next year. But 2024, the people aren't so patient. And this is about technology too. The technologies are so fast and this is entering our mind and make it, oh no, you don't have time to lose. So be quickly. Oh, do this more fast, and I think this is not about the generation. If it's about generation, I don't will do that because I am millennial. So I think this is about the time, the year.
Yes.
In the 2020 next year, we will have different too. Maybe we will change or not, or we'll be more fast. I believe that we'll be more fast, but I don't know what will happen.
I'm afraid about it. And when you are start watching a video on YouTube, for example, and you feel like you are losing information from Instagram, and you try to change it just because you want to get all the information, and you feel like, oh my gosh, I need to stop the video, go to Instagram,
All the
take a look.
information is
Oh
good.
God, this makes me crazy, girl.
I have a lot of browsers on my. I don't close the
Close.
browser. I just put a lot of browser on my cell phone, and I be like, no, no, I don't I lost this. And Google told me that. Google Google did one thing that made me crazy. Google put it the browser that you want limit for UC maybe 100. I don't know. For UC, how many browsers do you have? But I
Okay.
don't have this. It's just a signal because I have more than 100 browser open. And I saw my cell phone was 2 days ago, and was 53. And I was, Google closed my browser. Oh my God, I had a lot of information. And the information was maybe 1 year ago, the information that I and I said, oh my God, what do you do? But Google put it in another space, and the
Ah,
Google told
okay.
me, oh, you don't use this browser for a long time. We put the browser here, and if you want change this type of thing, you can click here, and I click there, and all my browser back. So I have maybe 200 open browser on my cell phone, and I'm really afraid I have to take notes because I'm afraid that Google close all.
Oh, come on. Really?
Yes, I am afraid. I have to write someone or something, some way. Oh my God, some place like on my book or on Notion or in Excel in another place for me to see what was the information that is in a browser because I'm afraid that Google close all the browser. I am really afraid about this.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's like that joke. Oh, 10 tips to stop procrastination. Oh, I gonna save it to see later. And never you come back to this tip.
Never, never.
Yes, like the recipe that I saved from
Oh my
Instagram.
gosh.
I never did one, but I have a lot.
But you want to take it. Like I
Yes.
cannot lose it. Okay. Girls, I'm gonna put the link for this survey here. I don't know for you, but for me it was a great conversation. We talk about
Yes, totally.
different topics and everything. So if you want to take a minute to answer the survey, it's really important, not for me, only for me, from the platform too. And you can say if you like it, if you have any ideas from topics that you want to discuss in the future. And I don't know, how was it for you, Media? I know could be your last. I hope not your last,
Yes,
but
but no, wasn't. Give me just a little time and I will back. I just have to manage here something and I will back. And was really good. I like this type of interaction, like interação,
Mhm.
because was more interesting. We have a lot of time to talk, a lot of time to know each other. That you know that I don't know how to give information for another people. So please don't don't ask me
Don't ask me.
information. Yes, don't ask me information about the direction. And what more? It was awesome. It was awesome. See you, Wanda. See you, Camila. It was a great Sunday.
Thank you, Midian. I hope see you soon here in the
Yes.
platform. I hope for sure. It was a pleasure to talk with you. And how was for you, Wanda? Did you like it?
I liked so much this
Yeah,
conversation. Like ever.
yeah,
I love to talk with you and Midian too. Midian, come back because
please.
we missed you. We all missed you. And yes, it's a really good conversation. I think you can retake this, rebring it for us this
Yes.
because we talk about five, I think, and then uh, stories again, for example, and
Yes.
continue the questions for us. It's really good.
Because the
Thank you.
topic is so big, right? You can talk about
Yes, yes.
different things. So I think we are in a natural way speaking about examples, stories, and this is the for
Yeah,
me is the real environment. You don't need to follow the question. Go ahead and just talk. I think is the best.
yeah. Just talking is so good for our comprehension in
Yeah.
English, and yeah, it's more comfortable to talk like that.
Yes, and you can create your communication, right? Your
Yeah,
thoughts. I
yeah,
guess this is important. So, girls, thank you very much. I hope a wonderful Sunday for you, and I hope see you soon, Media, please. And
Yes,
thank you
yes.
very much, Wanda. See you soon,
Sooner.
girls.